Welcome, Nashtaters here. So, this is going to be my first video covering SiNoAlice, which just released on Global. I didn't want to stay up all night, but since it was released actually kind of early, I'm only going to play a little bit and talk a little bit about what I've learned so far, and then tomorrow I'll continue to make more content. I'm hoping to make a lot of content for this game because this game seems very interesting to me, and it's one of those games where it's unique, and I love unique games. And since Square Enix is producing this game, I'm really happy to come on board. Alright, let's just go ahead and just start playing a little bit and just kind of talk about the stuff that I've learned. I know there's a lot of questions out there. People are asking all types of questions because a lot of folks probably never heard this game or played this the Japanese version. So I'm just going to keep playing. So basically what happened is, in the beginning of the game, you get a 11x pull. So basically, you get infinite pulls until you're happy with your results. They're called grimoires, and they're like books. So the whole point of this story is you're gathering all these different characters from all the, the backgrounds of fairy tales and whatnot, and you're supposed to fight creatures. They're called nightmares, I think. And I think they're called half nightmares or something. Like they're just basically like they're demons or whatever that you have to kill off. And you're trying to awaken this character called the author. I'm assuming that's the person controlling the game, like you or me or whoever. At least that's what I've gathered so far. So I have actually kept my role of 2 staffs, and what happens in this game is there is no actual characters that you really need to be attached to. So basically the way it works is the gacha system really just based off of weapons, and so the weapons will unlock jobs, and each character in this game can have multiple jobs. So for example, one character, let's say Alice, right, from Alice in Wonderland, she has a breaker job, so meaning she's like a melee damage unit, physical damage unit. So you're gonna give her weapons that's gonna give her more skills, and you can use those skills during combat, which I'll show you quickly here. But ideally you want to equip her with all kinds of weapons that matches her class. So if she's a melee unit, you want to give her melee weapons to increase her physical attacks. So right now we're going through a tutorial about what to do here. So it looks like the combat system is kind of like a card slash SP slash unit. Well, it's kind of like a something pops up right here. And then SP is basically like kind of like your mana bar. As you can see, the 22, 22, 21, 21. You use these skills to hit your enemies, and then you use up the SP when you use that one. I guess you can call it a card. I don't want to call it a card. It's not a card. Let's say it's I don't know, square skill. Let's say it's skill block. And then you regen your SP over time, as they're talking about it now. One of the things I learned is you can actually click on a monster. Let's see if I can do that now. Actually, this is a tutorial, so it won't do it. But it seems like all of these skills, they can hit up to 1 to 2 enemies. And so since there's 2 enemies, I'm hitting both. But you can see here, there's an L here. That means this is a legendary weapon. So the highest tier you can climb in the weapons is legendary. And the one below that is SR, and the one below that is S, and then you have A grade. I haven't even seen any grades below A yet. But ideally, I believe SRs you can get to legendary, and then S's you can get to SR, and then A's you can get to S. I think that's how it works. I don't think you can get every weapon to legendary. I think they have to be starting off at SR. So that's what I've learned so far. And so I was lucky enough to get 2 staves. Staves, right? Yeah, it's not stabs. 2 staves. And I was told that the best way to keep your original 11x pull is to get weapons of the same class. Because ultimately you have to kind of choose in the beginning which class you want to play. The system in this game, there's a system in this game that's PvP. It's 15 versus 15. It's called the Coliseum. you join a guild and then you get everybody together and you do PvP action. I think that's the only thing that might be holding this game back, because I think you do actually have to be online for that to happen. So when you are selecting your server, make sure you're sticking with a guild. Actually, no, everybody selects, I'm guessing, United States server if you're a US player, but if you're not, you pick your server that you want. I think if you're in a different country, you can pick Asia. Okay, so these things are called nightmares. So you summon these nightmares to kind of help you jump in and do either boosts in terms of your team, or they do some damage, I'm guessing. I've only seen one nightmare so far. But back to the guild thing. So you want to pick a guild that has the same time zone as you, because if you don't, you're not going to be able to log on to play with your buddies to do the guild PvP. Now you clearly don't have to do guild PvP, but guild PvP offers a lot of good items in this game, and as obviously it's kind of promoting the social aspect. So it looks like, see right here, I unlocked Alice Breaker type. So I unlocked the physical damage type of Alice. Or I guess I should say job, because that's her job. Actually, no, what am I saying? It's not her job, it's the type. So Breaker is the physical damage type. And then if you summon weapons, those weapons can give her skills that qualify her as a specific class, I'm guessing, right? So there's different classes. There's like paladins, clerics, mages, all your typical jobs that you would see in Final Fantasy games. So the way you associate those jobs would be you associate them to the weapons. For example, a staff will obviously make your unit be a cleric, which is the class I'm choosing, because I want to be a support unit. I love support in all games, and I want to heal people. I think that's going to give me a lot of pleasure. You know, I think everyone's going to pick DPS, so you're not going to have a shortage of people that want to play DPS. So I'm going to keep playing the Alice story, because I picked Alice Cleric. That's the unit that I unlocked. I wish I could turn on the music. I mean, the music in this game is just super awesome. And by the way, you can only use one character at a time. I don't want to say unit in this game, because I want to say character. You can only pick one character to do stuff at a time. And each weapon in this game has a different ability according to where you use that weapon. For example, if you use it in this story mode, it has specific skills. I'm going to put this on auto for now. And then if you use it in Coliseum, it may have the same skills activated, but it may have different effect in usage for Coliseum. As you can see, these are all CPUs, but they're actually other players' accounts, I believe. So, which means that in this game you only have one unit, and then you have other people that join you. So, if you enjoy damage, then pick damage. If you enjoy healing and tanking or whatever, then pick the class you enjoy. But that's how this game works. You pick units. Excuse me. Oh my gosh! You pick classes. Well, first of all, you got to pick a character. Because in the beginning, we're only limited to a few characters. But as you play story mode, as you saw, there's like all the characters that you saw, and they have their own stages. If you play the characters, then you can unlock different types of that character. And then that type will allow you to equip equipments that would start making them turn into the classes that you want. I know it sounds complicated, but it really isn't once you start playing. Looks like I got myself some equipment. That looks pretty sweet. Cinderella shoes. Cinderella shoes. Was this Cinderella shoes? Yeah, I think it's the one where she has to make it home by midnight. Ideally, you don't want to put on auto because you kind of want to learn the intricacy of the combat system. But the combat system is... Here, let me just unlock it. The combat system is you can actually hold them and then drag like this, see? Then that means your unit's going to hit both of them. Sometime today, Nashtaters, I'm going to do some damage. Well, these other guys are really strong, so they're getting clobbered. So basically, the quickest way to do things is you just click on one unit, see if this works, and then you drag, and then you drag. And then your unit's going to hit them. Or you can single target click. It's turn-based, but the system obviously is more or less autoing because you're only controlling one character. So it's kind of fun in that sense because you're not stressed, right? A lot of combat system is super stressful, but this one is very relaxing. And I love the art. And the art is actually I think his name is... Man, I'll look it up. I don't want to say the wrong name, but it's a pretty famous Japanese artist. He created the art for this game. But the creator-director is Yoko Taro, which I said that in one of my War of the Visions video. He's apparently really famous. I guess I'm gonna use this, see what he does. Yes, I get to heal. Oh, look at that! I love healing, man. I love seeing the green. And then Keiichi Okabe is the music director, music composer. This music is so good. Like, if I'm not like playing this game, recording videos, I just turn on the music and just listen to it. It's also a very dark undertone. There's a lot of little kind of goofy, dark stuff going on in the beginning of the game. But as you can see, you can reload your SP simply just clicking it, because remember, it regens over time. But since I click Cleric, I don't really have to do a whole lot. It seems like I just heal when I need to, really. I guess it's somewhat stressful if you pick Cleric. If you don't enjoy healing, don't pick Cleric. Pick damage, because it seems like you just click and then, or you can just auto. It's pretty easy. As you can see, it does have the 3-star system. If you clear them, then you can get rewards. First time you get gems, and then looks like these ones that has XP on it, you use them to level up your weapons. So that's the most important part of this game, is leveling up your weapons. So yeah, so as you can see, these are actual players. So I'm gonna just follow them. Just gonna follow all of them. Alright, so as you can see, if the guild is locked, this is my gems, my gold. I don't know what that is yet. Player rank, experience to the next rank. AP is basically your energy or stamina. And so on your 10th day, you get the spear. So this game also has awakening and limit breaking. I guess in Final Fantasy terms, you can't have a Final Fantasy game without awakening and limit breaking and things like that. So basically, what I've learned is in order to limit break an item, we'll go here. So you have limit breaking gear, evolving gear as they call it. So evolving gear would mean that cannot evolve. I guess it's when you transfer from this to the next tier, which would, since it's an SR, it will go to legendary. So let's not do that. Let's not worry about it right now, so I can't get there. So obviously you can upgrade gear. Okay, tutorials. That's great. So I'm thinking ideally if you upgrade this with the staff experience, because clearly I only have swords. See, I only have swords. So I'm guessing if they are staff ones, then they'll probably go more. I'm not sure, to be honest. I honestly didn't really do a lot of research in terms of watching Japanese people playing the Japanese version, because that version has been out for 3 years already. So a lot of people are saying we're going to move fairly quickly on the global version. So, but limit breaking, I know for a fact that you do have to use the same item. So you have to get multiple copies of the same item. So the biggest advice I could give is don't dump all of your resources onto single weapons. You want to ideally spread out your resources to level up different weapon types. And the reason being is I'm going to show you right now. When you go to your gear, you want to go to edit, and this allows you to equip items. See how I equip 2 staves? Oh my god. Now I don't have any other weapon to equip her. So you can seemingly equip tons of them. Look at this. You can equip tons of them, and each one you equip, they will give you a skill. I clicked on it, the item, to see here. It gives me healing light level, well, healing light 4, healing light 4, and recovery support 2. So healing light 4 with this symbol means it's in story mode. This symbol means it's in Coliseum, and this is Coliseum extra activation triggering ability. So chance to increase the amount of HP recovered in Coliseum, massively restores HP to one ally in the Coliseum, massively restores HP to one ally in story mode. So that's how it works. Each weapon you equip is going to activate a different skill. Just hold down on the item, and this one will give you Prayer of Assault, And I'm gonna lock that, right? Let's lock that. And as you can see, greatly restores HP. So basically, I have 2 staves. Basically, I'm just gonna go on Healing Frenzy. I'm gonna equip that. Now I don't have anything else to equip, so I probably need to go summon. I only have 14 gems, but you go to presents under menu, and voila, you get all this goodiness. Look at this, watch. I'm just gonna claim all, and you see all this beauty. Sleeping, all this beauty. Sleeping Beauty Sorcerer, yes. So obviously that's a mage, right? A sorcerer, mage, whatever. Doing a lot of damage in terms of magical damage. So if you get magical damage things like, I believe like grimoires or orbs or something like that, they're gonna have lots of magical damage. So if once you get those weapons, then you can equip it to her, and then she can get some of those skills to take advantage of her of the specific class. So as you can see, I got tons of gems. They gave us gems. So let's go ahead and do a quick summons. Celebration Grimoire, 14 days. Okay, we all know how this works. I actually should have recorded when I did the reroll and gotcha, but it doesn't really matter because it's the same thing here. So let's go ahead and look at the details of this Grimoire. They call them Grimoires, but basically just summoning. So basically on this one you can get Staff of Bondage, which is what I have. And I see this is what I unlock, Alice, Cleric, which is what I'm gonna main right now, as of now. Blade of Depravity, it's a really good weapon. It's good for breakers. This unlocks Cinderella Breaker. But you can equip this weapon to anyone that's a breaker, right? Because they're physical damage units. So tomes are gonna be for sorceresses. And this one is gonna be Pinocchio, which a lot of people are questioning is it male or female, but to be honest, it doesn't really matter, it doesn't matter. So this one, as you can see, is gonna have decreased physical attack and magic attack. Wow, that's really powerful. Greatly reduce. Yeah, that's really good. Chance of slight reducing. Yeah, this is like a really solid support thing. And it also has 871 magic damage and 1000 physical damage. So my weapon is going to have tons of magical damage. So once I can get some more items that I can equip to my Alice, she can actually do a lot of damage as well. So remember in the combat system, you saw those little squares. Let's just call them squares. No, let's call them skills. The skills that you unlock during the bottom during combat, where you spend SP to use them. I'll be very flexible, right? I can heal my team, and I can do damage with the other skills I'm gonna have. And as you can see here, it tells you when you unlock the class, it can show you what stuff they can use, right? You can use staves, oh my god, staves, orbs, grimoires, and then harps. So those are gonna give different skills, and then yeah, this game is so cool, man. I'm in love with this game. I love this game. I love Square games. Square makes such, well, Square didn't really make it, but they produced it. Pokelab is actually Pokelabo is the company that developed it. Kudos to them, man. Kudos to them. So much good stuff. Okay, let's do one. Let's just do one, right? I'm not sure I should be pulling too much because my understanding is you get. This game is very player friendly. You don't need to spend to do well because you can see you only concentrate on working on a few characters because you can't afford to make multiple of them because it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, when you do quests and stuff, you pick the class that you want to play. Since you can only play one class anyways at a time, you don't need to invest heavily into units and characters or whatever. You just need to concentrate and make sure you spend your resources wisely on your weapons to give that diversity of the different classes that you can play. So I'm not sure if summoning a lot is something that you actually need to do. But here it says S plus X1 guaranteed. That's terrible, but... So my rule of thumb is when you're doing your reroll, make sure that you're happy with the roll before you keep. Like I said before, the tip I'm going to give is try to have grouped weapons that's in the same class. Okay, so I went with 2 staves. You obviously want to pick, if you're going to go for melee damage, then pick swords or hammers or axes or things like that. If you're going for magic damage, of course, pick like orbs, harps, etc., etc. Try to get 2 to 3 SRs of that same type. And it's just going to make you keep re-rolling until you decide that you're okay with whatever results you want to keep. But that's my suggestion. So that way you have a pretty solid start, because then you want to stick with that class for a little while until you get more characters and more weapons. Alright, let's go ahead and just summon one time. Yeah, let's do it. Alright, here we go. Big money, big money. No whammy, no whammy. Let's go. Let's get some orbs. Let's get some orbs, because I'm thinking I need orbs and grimoires. This is the creepy part, man. This is so creepy. Okay, looks like I got three S plus items. This is so creepy, man. The marionettes, oh man, it's so creepy. I've seen as high as 7. Oh, they gave me an extra one. All right, sweet. So I've seen as high as 7 of these bad boys, but I only got 4. I don't really care as long as they give me something that I can use on my cleric. Open all, so you can see these are all A types. Oh, look at that! Yes, I got another staff. Got a sword. Sword. Oh man, that sucks. No SRs. Yeah, the rate is pretty terrible in this game, I think. It's like 3% or something. What does this do though? Deals slight magic damage. Okay, alright, cool. Oh, that's fine. I'll just equip this. Oh, by the way, so here's the other thing I noticed. So the weapons have elements, right? Because enemies have elements. So ideally, you want to pick the skill that you're going to be using against the elements. So that wasn't a very good pull. Let's do one more, right? This is the first video I'm making, so let's do one more. All right, here we go. Let's pray for a 1 SR staff, orb, grimoire, or harp. Harp, right? Is it a harp? Oh man, they only gave me 3. Hey, his head fell off. Oh, wonderful. Rare, go ahead, fill that desire. Oh man, it didn't change anything. Please. Okay, I got another staff. More kittens. I did a grimoire there. Yes! What is that? I don't know what that is. Woo! Got a book. Woo! Cinderella Breaker. Okay. I don't know if that's good or bad, but... Oh, that's because I got an SR. Oh, I got the Blade of Depravity. Yes, that was a really good pull. I'm not doing this yet, unless they gave me some free gems. Just kidding. Alright, let's see what this is. Deals great magic damage. Yes. Yes. Nice. Alright, so I can keep going on my cleric, and then at least I have a sword to kind of start working on. Oh man, I got an S book too. What does this do? Slight reduced physical. So that's really solid for as a support unit, since I'm basically a support unit, right? I keep saying unit because I play a lot of War of Division, so I have to say unit. Alright, that was awesome. That was awesome, folks. That was awesome. Alright, let's go ahead and edit. And let's equip some stuff. So I got this. Yes, that is right. Slightly increased old magic attack. Wow, that is really strong. Yeah, that is nice. I'm definitely equipping that. And then let's equip this. Wait a second, I got 2 SR? When did I get this? I don't even remember getting this. Seal Dragon Puppet. That's awesome. I didn't remember getting this. This must have been in my original pull. Wow, I don't know. I don't know when I got that one. But yeah, I'm told that you don't really want to need to think too much about the A's, because they don't really go up too high once you upgrade them and evolve them, I think as they call it in this game. So I wouldn't worry too much about these. I will go for the SSRs, of course, S and SRs only. So what does this do? See how it's only a skill level 1, so clearly it's not really that good. Slightly reduced. Yeah, that's the slightly reduced. I don't want to repeat skills, because you don't need to have repeating skills. Sorry, that was the one I just clicked. Deals magic damage. Yeah, this is the magic damage one. The dragon. That's kind of cute too. That's kind of cute. And then this is the book. Oh, that S book only reduces thing. I guess I might as well equip one of these things for now. Deals slightly magic damage. Okay. And then this one is what? This one deals slight magic damage. Okay, so they're about this. They're all the same. And then this one, I bet you, is all the same. Reduce enemies physical. I think I'll equip this. I think all the books are the same because it's just slightly reduced. Oh no. This one is more for making them weaker, and then this one is more for making their attacks weaker. So I think I like that one, right? I think that one makes a lot of sense. So yeah, I'll go with this one. So basically I have one that reduces their attack, one that reduces their resistance, their defense, and then I have 2 heals and an attack, and then I should have one more. Why did I unequip that? Don't know. So yeah, so that's pretty solid. Okay, now let's go to upgrade and upgrade them a little bit. But remember, keep in mind, you don't want to blow all of your stuff, right? And so for this one, I'm going to increase. They're all swords. I wonder if you can get other stuff. And these are S's, so they're going to be the best for leveling. And then these are B's, so they're going to be not that good. I'm sure you get more of them as you play story mode. So let's do a couple. I think that's good enough for now. 30 is plenty. 30 is plenty. And I think it's worth it. And it cost me 11,000 gold, which I have. No, it cost me 2,000 gold, which I have. And get 11,000 experience. Okay. Alright, there you go. Leveled up to 30. Great. So, let's do one of those grimoires. Or the orbs. So you have to go to here, change base. Then you have to reselect. So S, yes, I want to do this one. So let's go ahead and then SS there to get it to 30. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Just gonna make sure I proceed. Alright, great. Proceeding. Upgrade. Bam, done. And then I'll do the other SR 1 to 30 and then kind of go from there. I'm one of those persons that don't really like to blow all your resources in the beginning until I kind of learn more and more about the game. Because once you start dumping all your resources too early, you're going to start regretting it because you might find you might learn more things later on that's going to make you regret it. But see, the other thing is I can't limit break these things anyway because I don't have multiple copies of them. And actually, you know what? That would have been great if I would have got another one of those staff. Another staff. But I didn't get it, so that's basically how the game works. You can limit break your class too, apparently. I guess you can level them up and limit break your class. Upgrade class. So how do you upgrade class? This is what I choose, the cleric. How do I upgrade it? Oh, look at that. If you upgrade them to different levels, you can increase HP, magic attack, and things like that. How do I don't have anything. See, there you go. That's why. I don't have anything to upgrade my class yet, so not gonna worry about it. So yeah, so far I'm really loving this game. So this is your treasure chest where you get all the items. So this is what I'm talking about. So purification is basically it's a little mini game you play and you attack things to get more APs. And generally speaking, you don't want to use this since I already have tons of AP. You're just gonna sit there and build tons of AP. And the Rookie's Path is something new that I think they added for global. Basically, they're just giving you little extra boosts in the game to kind of help you get started. Here are the banners and the news and whatnot, events going on. You go to story mode to do things. Mission is basically your dailies, right? Some of you, if you're going to be following me on for this game and you watch my other videos on World Visions and whatever, you're going to hear that I hate dailies. I hate certain aspects of gacha games. But so far, you know, it is what it is. But you get tons of crystals. And that's what people mean by player friendly. So it's kind of nice. But this is the main one. And daily isn't so bad so far. You only have to do a few of them. So I'm sure that increases if you increase your player level. And events, look at that. I'm already getting things done. So I'm going to be playing the living heck out of this game. When I wake up, I'm going to go to bed. I'm really tired. And I can't wait. This game has so much potential. So, as always, if you really want to participate and get involved with SiNoAlice, I'm going to be uploading content, most likely daily. I'm also working on World of the Visions, uploading content for that game daily. So I want to focus on these two games heavily. The other games that I'm playing that I have on my channel, under game reviews. I'm gonna pretty much slowly phase most of those out. I really want to concentrate on these 2 games. So if you want to support this channel, watch it grow, please hit that subscribe button. If you do enjoy my SiNoAlice or War of Divisions content, hit that like button and really help me grow, and that way we can all grow together and play this game together. Until next time, take care of yourself and all your loved ones. Nashtaters out of here.